Ma'am, you're not working on your roar. You didn't. Hey, Boomer.
Uh-oh. Hey, Boomer. Uh-oh. What do you have for me today, TeaRon?
Move over, Willow. There's a new NEPO baby in town.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yes. The
Oh, no, I don't want
ultimate
to do
NEPO
this.
baby. You
No,
know,
no. I don't want
you
to
know,
do
I once said that the ultimate NEPO baby, which still is true, was Liza Minnelli.
it. Yeah.
But we see them constantly all the time. The difference is that some of them break through and they're really talented and
Yeah.
they put in, a lot of hard work. Some people would consider someone like Janet Jackson a nepo baby in a way, but
Hmm.
but
Interesting argument. I like that argument. Okay.
but there's a
Hmm.
grind that separates you from
Yes.
the fact, and then also the acknowledgement of the thing. Someone like Janet has always acknowledged who her family is and what she's come from and the opportunities that she had, right?
Right.
Well, it's a new generation.
I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm
And
scared.
one thing that you and I adore and grew up on is
Mhm.
the film that everybody knows, which is Lion King. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
one of the
Yes.
best animated films of all time. Let's be honest. Even though it was stolen from a lot of other places,
Mm,
but it still stands the test of time. So we're talking 30 years since the original release of The Lion King. And one of the greatest stories to come out of that is the legacy surrounding Jason Weaver.
yes.
So, Jason Weaver, we know as a child star who had a black mama who had his back. Okay. And
Okay.
the story goes originally when he was doing the recordings and the voice work and singing the songs for the film, that was just going to be a contract that was just like a lump sum one time payout kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And his mom was like, it was a lot of money, especially for a young black talent back then. It was a lot of
Yeah.
money, but
Huge.
his mom was like, hmm,
Not on my watch.
how about we don't do that and you just pay out royalties, here on forth. And then as a result, this movie ended up being a huge international phenomenon.
Yes.
And that those songs he sung, he's still buying groceries off of today. So
Love that. Love that.
uh
One time for Jason Weaver and his mama. We love that. We love that.
so that's the legacy of it. And so this celebration, they decided to host a 30th anniversary celebration at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. And Jason Weaver was present.
I love that.
So Jason Weaver was present to what I thought was going to be receive his flowers, as the kids like to say, and perform for us, because as long as Jason Weaver's been around and being active, he's pretty low key for the most part.
Hmm.
You know?
Like I feel like we haven't seen him since Atlanta, or not Atlanta, ATL, the movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And I'm sure he's always like around doing stuff, but he seems pretty low key. He seems pretty
Hmm.
chill.
Hmm.
And yeah, I thought we were going to get like an exclusive, like, oh, he's here. Let's hear this song. Woo, woo,
Hmm.
woo. No, they played on our top. They had Jason Weaver show up, come out on stage, get the people excited as
Okay.
he introduced this generation's ultimate nepo baby, Miss Northwest.
I could never imagine that people would still be listening and singing along to the music 30 years later. And I'm so honored to be here tonight to introduce our next performer who is making her Hollywood debut, okay? So listen, she's only 10 years old and she's here to perform I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Please welcome the brilliant Northwest. Let's go!
You hear the people's commentary I'm sorry. What?
Who? Oh my God.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna finish this in a second, but it's so funny too because the truth of the matter is when you go to a show at the Hollywood Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
you're usually there with a lot of industry people,
Mm-hmm.
performers, and things of the like. A lot of people who live in LA and work in the actual industry, so they've seen it all, right?
Yeah.
And these reactions are those people. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little
I'm gonna be the main event when no king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar.
ma'am, you're not working on your roar. You didn't. Lil' mama.
Everybody knows it. I'm working on my roar.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that. Everybody knows that.
Ma'am, you. They didn't even work on her costume, let alone her working on her roar.
Listen, do you hear me?
Let me go a
What
little bit
is
further into the
happening?
performance, child. Let me see.
No. Do we have to?
I just can't wait to be king. I just can't wait.
Yeah, we have to. Here we go.